Hey BC, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Another one, 2 days in a row. Getting back in the saddle here, do some videos. Been long overdue. A lot of time coming, so still got some work to do here. But what the hell? Figured I'd jump on a video here and enter a contest for one of the gentlemen I referred to yesterday. Before I get going, there, I got a bit of a dry throat. Nothing better, some Canada Dry. Cheers, everybody from Canada. Yeah, Mickey. I'm glad he replied. I was asking. I want to make sure I pronounce his last name right. I'll show you his channel here. He's got a contest going on, celebrating 300 subs. He's beyond that. He surpassed 300 quite some time ago, but it's just in celebration of that. In fact, I'll read you the rules so you can enter the contest. He's got them posted here, and he's just released an album too. It's called "Hello, My Brother." In fact, I think it was June 10th. So yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mickey. I was asking Mickey on a comment to make sure I could pronounce his name properly. It's Maffei, but evidently it's pronounced Mapfee. Mapfee. So Mickey Mapfee, awesome guitar player, and he's just released an album called "Hello, My Brother." Check him out if you've not already. Go over and sub. One of the criteria. Check that. You don't have to be subbed. I encourage you to sub, though. I mean, as I've said so many times, I'm not sure I even understand why you would check out somebody's channel and not sub. It doesn't cost anything. I don't think it affects your algorithms terribly for one channel. I mean, if you had a lot of similar channels, perhaps. I don't know. Any channel I've ever subbed, I'm still subbed to it. I don't unsubscribe. And in fact, I watched the video. I'm going to go a little off topic here, but bear with me. It has a point. I watched the video from Steve over at All the World's a Stage. And it's an older video, a couple of months ago, I think. What would compel someone to unsubscribe? And I know there's a myriad of reasons. But I found out if I'm on my mobile device, on my app, using the app of YouTube, and I click on somebody's link for their channel, immediately there's a window that pops up encouraging you to subscribe. Now, I've noticed this happens even if I'm already subscribed. Now, just for shits and giggles to find out what would happen, I clicked on it, and what it actually does is unsubscribe you to that channel. It's crazy. It must be a YouTube glitch. I don't understand it. I'm not an IT guy or far from it. I fix things for a living, but not that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost anything. Go subscribe to Mickey's channel. He's a great guy. That's most importantly. Good young fella, but great guitar player, and a lot of the same stuff I like. And that's why I'm wearing this shirt. I know he's a huge Halford fan, and I mean, KK and Tipton were always some of my favorite duos and one of my favorite bands. So Priest for sure. But I'm not going to present Priest in this video. So without further ado, pardon me, I am going to pause it for a second. I'm not editing. I just want to pull up the criteria to his video. And I'm at his home page, but I forgot to pull that up. So just bear with me 1 second, please. So here we go. So the criteria for Mickey's contest is like that video for his 300 subscriber giveaway contest. I don't know what the prizes are. Go over and check it out. I'm not here for the prizes. I just want to support his channel. As I was watching Aaron over at his channel, he's got a contest going on. I hope to be able to hop onto that as well. But yeah, just to get everybody up in the VC. It's it's not the kumbaya thing or whatever. Is sitting around the campfire and loving everyone. It's just it's just something to do, and I think it's something we all enjoy. So why not encourage each other instead of knocking each other down? Doesn't make sense to me. But hey, to each their own. You do you, I do me. I think he's got a great channel. So comment on his video about the album. Comment on his video, this video for the contest, about an album or song that brings you a happy memory and what that memory is. That's number 2. The third criteria is tag someone in your comment who you think might be interested in entering this contest. If you're not part of any YouTube communities, maybe send it to someone on your preferred form of social media. Now, I do have a couple of people that came to mind, so I'll tag somebody in my video. Do something kind to a stranger, for a stranger. It could be simple as holding the door for someone, or even just sharing a smile. That's awesome. This is great. There's not enough of this. I am a firm believer that positivity has an exponential impact. Maybe a simple smile is what that person needs to help them get through the day. But if you want to share, I'm more than. Oh, this part is of the task will go off the honor system. So, but if you want to share your story, he's happy to hear about it. So he also want to throw out that you do not have to be subscribed. So you don't have. That's not one of the criteria. You don't have to subscribe to his channel. But as I alluded to, I don't know why you wouldn't. He'd absolutely love it if you did, but it's not a requirement. And of course, he understands guitar videos might not be in your lane, so it's all good. But so what I'm going to present today is, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but essentially what it is, it's an album I was introduced to. I guess I would have been 11 or 12. When did it come out? 79. So I would have been 11. And I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I have multiple siblings. I come from a large family. And one of my older siblings, Stevie, I'll mention him by name. He's not going to be on here. But the reason this album is so special to me, all my family members are very special to me. I don't often have a very outward way of showing it, but they are. Stevie was in a horrible accident. Approaching 10 years ago. It would have been, no, it's 8 years ago, 2015, I guess. And he's, he pulled through barely, but he has no short-term memory. He doesn't remember events from one day to the next. And so, but he does have long-term memory. So it's kind of weird. He doesn't recognize my son or his nephews or whatever. I mean, I think he lets on that he does, just because it would be very alienating, right? So it's a brain injury that he suffered, but he does remember a lot of the old stuff, which is very heartwarming and without getting all mushy, whatever. It's very beautiful in that way. And music is one of those things that I can share. I don't get to see him very often. We're thousands of miles apart, but this is one of those albums that's has become more near and dear to me now since this event, and a lot of the others. I was going to present The Clash and stuff because he was very much in that lane. And it's funny because we were kind of opposing lanes at the time, but I've certainly grown to like much more diverse music than I did before. But I don't know if you've heard tell of these guys, Mickey, but they're called the Monks, and they're not the US band, they're the UK band. They're from England. This is their debut, Bad Habits. And essentially, there are three members from a band they were in previously called the Strawbs. And it's not punk, it's not new wave. It's actually, from my understanding, and they weren't that very big. They never had great success, but they were actually, funny enough, very successful here in Canada. One of their biggest hits, and I don't know why, was called Drugs in My Pocket. It was a very big album here in Canada that went up several times platinum, in fact. But one of my favorite songs on here, because I was always I wasn't a striving drummer or anything. I just liked drums. I love playing drums. And funny enough, one of my favorite drummers, I'm going on here, was Clive Burr from Iron Maiden, and the drummer on here, whose name was Clive Pierce. But he's not really credited, and I don't know if he was just a hired gun or what it was. Maybe he was the out-of-work musician and the guys were throwing him a bone. But something that may be of interest to you is the guitar player on here is Brian Willoughby. He's one of the members that was in the Strawbs, along with John Ford on vocals. I think he plays bass. And it doesn't say on here. Richard Hudson, doesn't say what they play, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure John Ford was on vocals. Hudson was on bass. Yeah, I looked this up a long time ago before because it's one of those bands. This is very near and dear to me, and that's why it's near and dear to me. I'm trying to keep this around the 10-minute mark, but I'm going to be bold here, and I'm actually going to try and do a needle drop. Is my mic still on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry if that made a ruckus there. Okay, sort of ruckus. I always think of that movie. I'm going to do a bit of a needle drop. I'll keep it brief, but just to give you a taste of of what we're talking about. I think they often get lumped into a punk scene, but from conversations I've heard over the years and articles I've read, I think they were more of a parody of John Lydon and the Sex Pistols and Johnny B. Rotten and stuff like that. But they're good. I like them anyway. So, and maybe it's just because of that connection with my older sibling. So I'll do a needle drop and hopefully I'll get away with it. Let me slide back here and see if I got it queued up right. I hope I do. I've got one shot, right? Ooh, that's scratchy. This is an old record, so. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get blocked. Hope that meets your criteria. Mickey, good luck in the contest. Congrats on 300. I have no doubt you'll surpass 1,000 or beyond. And I look forward to having your album in physical format. We'll touch base about that. Go check out Mickey's channel, everybody. Awesome guy, awesome guitar player. And yeah, take care. That's it for now. I'll see you next time here at Clangers Turntable. Yay.